Oh, now I got a real interest in this game now. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Dropping Dimes with Mr. Dugai. And today I'm going to preview and predict Saturday afternoon's Iron Bowl as you have the Auburn Tigers taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide. Before I get into this video, man, for anyone, if you want to drop a dial on the Cash App, my Cash App information is down in the description box. Also, my social media information is down there. I co-host a sports talk radio show every Sunday. That information is in the description box. If you're a subscriber to the channel, greatly appreciate the love and support. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification button, like the video, and share it with your folks. So, to all you Alabama fans, I want to let y'all know something sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I don't like y'all. I can't stand y'all. And boy, I'm just loving everything that been going on with y'all this week, man. Y'all went all the way to Oklahoma to kick a damn field goal, man. And now y'all coming home with y'all though y'all still got a little hope, y'all small hopes of still getting to the college football playoff. Y'all need some people to lose. But it rides on beating your arch rival Auburn, who a lot of y'all been trashing all year long, yo. Look, I'm here for it, man. Not gonna lie, man. First starting off with Auburn, man. It's really disappointing LSU and Auburn didn't play this year, man. That's one of my favorite rivalries. Like I said before, Alabama got Nick Saban and started actually being relevant. Besides the '05 season, we had a top five matchup when they had Mike Shula. Auburn and Florida, like I told people, Auburn and Florida was the two games I look forward to every year. Like every year I look forward to LSU Auburn and I look forward to LSU Florida. Now with the Saban aspect and Bama became something, then Bama obviously jump ahead on that. But it's one of those fun, cool rivalries and one of those games as an LSU fan you really want to win. And then with conference realignment, man, that's one of the negatives with it is you lose some of these type of rivalries. And LSU didn't get to play Auburn this year, man. Auburn coming off of a thrilling win against Texas A&M, in quadruple overtime, 43-41. And it's funny, man. I look at this team at least lately, and last week against A&M, they looked pretty doggone talented. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I've been following Auburn all year long to know why that's the case. But man, like early in the year, I mean, they just looked like a train wreck. And last week, they went toe to toe with a talented Texas A&M team. And I mean, Cam Coleman is a really gifted wide receiver. And I forget his name, but number 5, the other receiver, is a really talented receiver. Hunter is a really good running back. I mean, Thorne, we'll see. He up and down, but they look like a really explosive offense, man. I don't know where it's been for them all year, but they didn't look like a typical 1-5 team last week. And like I said, man, they got those guys on offense and defense. They gave up some stuff against A&M, so we're gonna see what happens. And for Alabama, coming off for the real embarrassing loss to Oklahoma, man, put up 3 points offensively, and defensively, they gave up over 250 plus yards rushing. And they lost by 3 touchdowns to a team that basically ran the wing tee all night. That threw for 68 yards, man. Coming in with Melrose, who had a horrible game, even tried to trip somebody for crying out loud on a pick six. Running backs was non-existent. Ryan Williams, he has plays here and there, but he's gotten a lot quieter, as the season went along. And defensively, they did have a huge loss with Deontay Lawson, man, who is like the captain, the leader of that defense. Apparently he's out for the rest of the season. So that's a big loss for him. And Malachi Moore in the back end. So we're gonna see what happens with all that. As far as my keys to this matchup, man, for Auburn, run the football. Run the football, man. Stay out of third and long situations, and then obviously protecting the football, and then you get the chance to throw the ball up to your talented receivers in obvious passing situations. And for Alabama, they gotta run the ball. They gotta find a way to get Milrow loose again, and to get their running backs going downhill. As far as my prediction, I will say this, man. This is obviously I'm an LSU fan and a fan of the SEC and college football in general. I like whenever this game means something, man. Looking from afar, I like whenever these two teams meet and it means something. And obviously for Alabama, they win. They still got hopes of a college football playoff team if people ahead of them lose. And for Auburn, they're trying to become bowl eligible. So this game means something to both these teams. Um, Look, I remember this rivalry run deep, man. I'm not in it like y'all, but I had my first little taste of it whenever Alabama beat LSU in the national championship, man, in New Orleans, and I was there. I wasn't at the game, but I was, in the city. I was on Bourbon Street. And they had Alabama people giving me FU Auburn stickers all night long. These people just won a national championship against a rival, and they still worried about their hated rival, man. It just goes to show you how much these people, and we all know about the tree situation. And I watched the documentary years ago. These people hate each other, man. And it makes for a really, really fun, entertaining rivalry. And for Alabama, it's like I was gonna really lean towards Auburn in this game, to be honest with you, because I looked at the stats for Alabama this year. When they got extra time to prepare, they looked dominant. Western Kentucky, Georgia, and LSU. Um, Whenever they going up against a team that quarterbacks gets injured early in the game, Missouri and Wisconsin, they dominated. Everybody else, besides obviously FCS Mercer, everybody else, man, they was nip and tuck with them or lost. Obviously, they lost to Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt. They barely beat South Carolina. They was really in a tight game with South Florida late in that game. Um, and obviously, this is another situation here. And I was going to lean towards Auburn because, they got the momentum and Alabama is just not really, they don't really get motivated like that. But then I seen this freshman linebacker for Auburn's comments, man. Though, look, I like, you feeding into the rivalry and all that. I mean, we all know, man. We done watch football long enough. We all know whenever a kid does stuff like that, it don't never end well, man. Like for him to basically call out Ryan Williams, basically, and to call out Jalen Milrow, man, you done messed it up for everybody else, man. You done messed it up. Because I really thought Auburn was gonna go in there and put something on them. But since this kid done did that, now you're gonna get a refocused Jalen Milrow. You're gonna get a refocused Ryan Williams. You're gonna get a refocused Alabama team who was licking their wounds, and now you done gave them some motivation. Um, that's why, as an LSU fan, look, I didn't want to set the market and pay Bryce Underwood way more than anybody else willing to pay freshmen, because at the end of the day, these are freshmen, man. And this is why a lot of head coaches don't even let freshmen do interviews because of nonsense like this. So because of this the I think his name DeMarcus I don't even know. I'm like Bill. I don't even know his name. A freshman linebacker for Auburn, because of his ridiculous poking the bear comments. I think Alabama gonna win this game now, because that don't never end well when people do that. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe, man. I have LSU, NCAA, and content of my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers.